Lately, I've been on this crazy journey to find the perfect work pen or the one for home EDC carry, something that's budget, something that's lightweight, something that is a joy to carry. This is a Bic pen. This right here is the Bic Crystal, and it promises the world. Look at this right here, refillable, rechargeable, metal. That's different. All for $11, plus you get 2 refillable inserts right here. And then, of course, you could just buy a whole pack of these, rip them out, and use those for inserts. Talk about being cheap and plentiful. That sounds like a fantastic buy. So I got this in the mail, pretty excited about it. And yes, it has this button in the back right here in case it's too hard to, get your fingernails on it. That makes it very easy to pull this insert out, put another one in. Very easy to use and then to change. So all that seemed great and good. And I've been carrying this at work for maybe a week or two. And I started to notice some issues with it. Now, I've realized that I've become a little bit of a pen snob, I guess, because I found this a little bit more grainy when I try to write with it. It's fine, but sometimes I had to try a little bit harder. The ink didn't seem that great. And again, I know it's a Bic. It's very, very cheap. I can't expect the world, but I was a little disappointed. Then, not only that, but when I looked closer at it, I realized it was starting to get scuff marks, and most of the time it's been sitting in my shirt or it's been on my belt, and I guess I've abused it a little too much. And this is going to sound like an oxymoron, but even though I want a light pen, I want it to feel metallic. This one right here, I can't tell that it's metal. I guess it is, but it feels like plastic. It feels to me the same as a normal Bic writing instrument, to be honest. And so I was a little disappointed. And for all those reasons, I've decided to retire this from taking it to work. Now, this next option is really cool, and I've been carrying this at home, really enjoying this. And this is almost the same as what I just talked about, but it's so much better because this is titanium housing. And yes, I still have the same insert, and I'm not super thrilled with that, but I have to say that this is actually a joy to carry. It doesn't have the plastic cap, and it has a full metal construction that still is very light, but you can definitely tell that it's metal. It looks so much better. And yes, it comes in at $14 with a plastic cap, or for my version with this metal cap, I think it's over $20. I got this on Blade HQ, or it was available on Amazon and then it disappeared, or you can find this on Flytanium, their website. What a great option. So this actually is a really cool pen. And again, it has so many almost unlimited refill opportunities, because I think almost at any store you're at, you should be able to find a ton of Bic pens that you can buy and then rip the inserts out and put them in here. Very, very cool. And I haven't tried that yet, but from what I understand, you just rip this out and then it just fits back in. Again, this is a great option. I'll be carrying this at home, probably not at work because I like it too much for the moment, but it's a great pen. Now, my all-time favorite pen is actually this one this is the Larry Gray. You can find this on Amazon. I really like that it's flat on the end. My pet peeve is the ones with glass breakers. I hate that because I end up sticking myself with it. Yes, it's an added function, but I really despise that because, again, I've ended up stabbing myself. Now, I really like the bolt action. I love the insert on this. It does have a little bit of texturing here, and it all comes in at $24, or it used to. I think it's crept up in price a little bit. My favorite pen of all time to date. Now, some time ago, I was talking about push button pens and how I hate them. And I went on a long rant about that. And especially because I had been having some issues with these zebras. I tried a bunch of zebras. I thought they were a great budget option. I really like this G750. One of my favorite zebras ever. I would still be carrying this if the end hadn't broken off. This is everything I would want in a pen. Perfect. Except if it was just bolt action. Why can't they make one that's bolt action? I would definitely probably pay $25 for it. But I don't think they have as yet. So maybe I can keep wishing. But these Tombow AirPress pens are actually fantastic options, even though, yes, they are push button. I do not have an issue with these necessarily depressing in my pocket that much, and they're light enough that when they fall, I don't think they're as prone to break. And also, one of the other things that I should point out is they have really great pocket clips. Now, I don't usually wear shirts with pockets at home. I do at work, but I don't even always like to have my pens necessarily weighing down my pocket when I bend over HVAC machinery. Those of you in the trade know everything in your pocket has a tendency to follow gravity and fall out. And then you can spend an hour trying to find your $5, $10, $20 items in your pocket, and it's just a really bad day. But these right here really clip very nicely. I carry them sometimes in my front pants pocket, or it could even work on a belt, I guess. Also with the Larry Gray, this pocket clip works very nicely as well. I was surprised some pen options, the clip just is not conducive to carrying in anything but a very thin shirt pocket. So the pocket clip is a huge consideration if you're like me and you like to carry it somewhere else. I usually am carrying one of these options at home. I'm trying another. I've got a bolt action pen that I'm going to use for work. Not that excited about it, but I'll be using that. And I may be buying a couple other ones to try out. Titanium pens. I really like them because they're lightweight and just because they're cool. And I do like the push button action as well on these bolt actions. Big fan of that. Let me know what your favorite pens are to EDC, either for work or at home, and I'll be interested in reading your comments.